Hey everybody, I'm David, and today I'm going to talk about winter wildlife and some of the really cool settings that we have in the OM1 that will help you take all those excellent winter wildlife shots. Now today I'm going to be using the OM1 paired up with a 100 to 400mm lens to see if there's any birds out there that we can catch some great shots of. So follow me and watch the screenshots. So one of the most important menus in your OM1 is the sequential settings page. And you can find that by pressing the menu button, using the front dial to scroll to shooting menu number 1, and then using the rear dial to scroll to page 7. In page 7, if you go down to the third option down, you'll see sequential shooting settings, and if you press OK, you'll be presented with all of the multiple burst or sequential shooting modes that are available within your camera. Now each one of these has a tick next to it at the moment, and that means that when you use your super control panel by pressing OK from your live view, you'll have these options presented to you when you decide to choose a drive mode. Of course, if you press OK on these options and remove that tick, those options will be taken away, so it won't be available in your super control panel. Pressing the right arrow key when highlighting any of these options will present you with the maximum frames per second option that you have for that option, plus the frame count limiter, which you can dial in to prevent taking too many photos every time you press the shutter. Now don't forget, in this page you can also look at your Pro Capture options, and that's something that we talk about in other videos, so if you're interested in finding out more about that, go along to the YouTube channel and search for Pro Capture. Now of course you're going to need to access these from your super control panel once you've set them up in your menu. So all you've got to do from either a live view or from out of the main menu is press OK, and this will pop up, your super control panel. Navigate over to the drive mode, press OK, and then select from there which mode you want to use. Now of course there is a slightly easier way to do that, and that's simply by pressing OK, navigating to the tile that you want to change, and then using your front dial to skip through the options within there. Now with all that in mind, once you've set up your sequential shooting settings in page 7 of shooting menu number 1, you'll need to pick the drive mode that matches your subject. So you don't necessarily have to pick the fastest drive mode, but if you're shooting very fast subjects, then remember SH1 will give you 120 frames per second with a fixed focus, and SH2 will give you up to 50 frames per second. So excellent for those tiny, fast moving birds. Of course, when you're out shooting, it's not all about birds. So remember, your subject detection options, which you have here in the menu under the green AF tab and the second page, will let you select whether or not you want to look for birds or indeed other wildlife, because we have the dogs and cats option as well. Now, obviously, this is all about winter wildlife, and well, it is winter, but it's not very wintry here right now. So why don't we have a look at some of our excellent ambassador photos that have been taken in the most wintry conditions ever. There you have it. I hope that's been useful. I hope that you've discovered something new. As ever, tag us all in your shots, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.